Good morning to everyone. This is the power of healing with Utabi Ungowe Ketelo. Inkanyezi yamakhosi womntu wenkosazana yelanga nenyanga. So this morning, it's a Monday morning, it's a beautiful day. Windy, yeah, but it's a beautiful day. Sike sashisa yono, sike sashisa sha. I was about to eat breakfast. Kodwa kube nento ethi noma awogogo bathi I think this needs to be addressed or mhlambe sixoxe ngayo before ngiqhubeka nomsebenzi yami yosuku. And so I had to stop prepare the breakfast yami. Anyways, guys, so today's topic is about abenguni or umnguni, amandawe or umndawe. We, not u, not ndawe. And then there's a language and there's behaviors that those people have. If I wouldn't want to say if you are possessed, you're not possessed, but if you carry a spirit somguni noma mhlambe you carry a spirit samandawe. We all know what umnguni and umndawe is, right? I hope we all do. So umnguni is basically a land spirit. Spirits that originated from the southern parts of Africa. Kodwa seemingly they are misconceptualized or siyabahlanganisa. And then umndawe would be a spirit that is water. It's a water spirit. You get initiated emanzini. You get initiated ngabo or ibo by them. Before I start with the topic, I just want to say this. As diviners and as a self-initiate, we have a responsibility in Kolo, guys, and hopefully someday we will do what we are called for. Silethelwe ukufundisa differently and share knowledge. Abantu abazo understand what is going on. You are fortunate mawuzothola umuntu oyazi into ayenzayo. Whether being initiated or mentored. Kune confusion eningi that is happening, ne? And I want to talk about the famous palo that a lot of people wear. The ibaile palo and the njeti. I will not explain wonke amanjeti, all the colors, but I just want to touch on those these ones. Unfortunately, I don't have. I want to touch on this. This is the famous palo, right? And then I'm going to touch on this in JD. And then there's this one which is maroon and white. Umuntu onomndawe noma umuntu onomnguni nabenguni is likely to have this or the maroon one. Now I wanna ngisho kanje. I'm sure everybody knows ukuthi umndawe wogogo in most cases. I'm not saying awekho amakhehla, but umndawe wogogo. Why do I want to explain this properly? So that sazi into esinayo. It is very important to know your chief spirits. It is very important to understand how they behave. It is very important to understand ukuthi why is it that some people, healers, izangoma, for instance, what do they drink? Some. What is it that evusa ukuthi baphuze. I'm trying to get a better word in English. Yini ebaphuzisayo? Why do they need to get intoxicated? And I'm going to refer back to some of the videos that I did. I think I did a video about labo gogo laba, and I did a video about ukufemba, and I did a video, but I'm going to refer to most of the videos when I talk about this. Now, it is very important that you understand the spirit that you carry, or the chief spirit that you have. Ngoba abantu these days bagula nje, bangena intweni eningi. It's not understanding lo muntu ombethe, or lesithunywa noma lethongo olimbethe, noma ledlozi olimbethe. Naledlozi okufanele usebenze ngalo, naledlozi elifanele lilungiswe. So you get people buying things because of confusion. Now, ogogo laba, masikhuluma ngogogo basentabeni, masikhuluma ngumnguni, masikhuluma as I said, land spirits. Masikhuluma masithi umuntu ke bantwana basekhaya ugqoka leli, izizathu eziyenza ukuthi umuntu agqoke leli i-behavior nale language esuke iphiwe, nalamandla asuka waphiwe. Ngifuna ukungena ku-language. The maroon one, kuyenzeka-ke ukuthi umuntu ahambe nalawa wo-2, kuyenzeka ukuthi umuntu ahambe naleli enjeti emerun, kuyenzeka futhi ahambe nawe woyi-3, all the 3. Why is it? Abahlukani kakhulu. Umuntu onomndawe is more than likely ukuthi uhamba nogogo abamanguni. Yini amanguni? As I said, they originated from southern parts of Africa. Now, what makes a calling or the gift ukuthi dinge lokhu, i-behavior ne-language. And this is more than likely, guys. I don't want to say this to offend anyone. I don't mean to offend anyone. It's more than likely ukuthi umuntu ogqoka leli uzomthola iphuza. Uzomthola iphuza. It's more than likely ukuthi umuntu ogqoka the maroon and white jet uzomthola iphuza. Why is it? Each and every spirit that we carry, or each and every calling that, or amandla esiphiwe wona, ane language yawo, or the element that you carry in a language yayo. When we look at abalozi, and I did explain evidweni abalozi, bane language that they communicate in, or they communicate with. When we look at amanono ane language. So with abalozi, you'd mostly find birds, the twittering, the whispering, the singing of the birds, and kune rhythm ye language yayo, or indlela a communicate ngayo. When we speak about amanono, in most cases, amanono in language yawo would be a cry of a baby, a laughter of a baby, abantwana badlalayo. That's language yamanono. Kube ne language yamanzi. Masikhuluma mhlambe ngenkosazana, ngenkanyamba, ngenzuza. Kune language yakhona, but they each have different languages. Lezo zo 3 as fani. Language yakhona iyahluka kakhulu. Kube ne language yomndawe. Kube ne language yomndawo. Now, angithi today, the main focus of today, Mndawe Mnguni. Angifuna ukungena to what you've been always told about these two, but I want to get into the deeper part of it. Kunabantu who have never been initiated. Abathwasile. Noma abathwasanga. But once that person drinks, lo muntu angakutshela indaba zakho uzuthuke. Now, I had a beautiful story that I was told by somebody. Actually, bekezobuza athi gogo, I met this girl. This girl umZulu. Besixoxela kahle umZulu ugirl washintsha. Ugirl washintsha wakhuluma ngenye language. And manje mase khuluma language ngisho ubuso uyashintsha nani nani. Athi but ugirl bekephuza. So the first time I thought I would phuzele lo muntu. But then makulibe khamba mani ngiyabona ukuthi ayibo lo muntu anyekazi indaba zami ezingaka. And lapho bese kungathi udakwe even more. This is what happens. Kunabantu who drink just to feed the spirit. Because this spirit isisebenza sisiza mostly masiphuzile, makaphuzile lo muntu noma ebhemile. Why is this? Amandla anayo lo muntu or the person physically maye ngaphuzanga lutho noma ngabhemanga lutho cannot handle amandla le spirit or asibi ku full effect. This is where we come to ukufemba, guys, and I did mention and I said ukufemba, let's not limit it to into enethize. Akusi only these portions that are mixed eziyama herbs or imithi ukuthi abantu bafemba. Even the fact that fane kuphuza that alcohol uzokwazi ukuthi it is part of it. It is part of ukufemba. It does not mean wonke umuntu uphiwe makuthiwa uphiwe amandla okufemba. You can only do it through a certain portion. Even umuntu ephuzi, as long as there's something engahlangani omhlambe a different egazini lakho, you'll be able to do it. So that is why I said it comes naturally to some people, and with some people kusebenza izinto ezihlukile 80s now. So lo muntu lo, okay, also I did not mention this. Isithunywa sine language yaso. Isithunywa sine language yaso. Understand the chief spirit. Understand what the gift you have. The gift of prophecy inama languages wayo. That's why sineyilimi ethize ehlukene futhi yemkhakha yakhona. Right. Bengikuphi? Bengila. Aphuza umuntu and suddenly akutshela into zakho. And it's funny that lo muntu angaphuza only one bottle but adakukudlula mase kakutshela indaba zakho. It's because lento, the spirit is evoked by this liquid. Faneka zokutshela. It can be a random person ohlangane naye estradeni. Mayiqala ekhuluma nawe uyashintsha lo muntu. So this lady who was telling me the story was asking for advice, and then I said to her, she said to me, gogo into emnandi ukuthi ngimrecordile. So I said, let me hear the recording. Yeah, wayidlala, and I said I'm looking at the picture of intombazane, but mayikhuluma now I'm like girl, bengabongahlangananga nale ntombazane ogogo bebeze straight kuwe. Bokhuluma nogogo la. Yilabo gogo esithi abenguni. Labo gogo, guys, in most cases languages that they would use izakala ngathi iSwati, izakala ngathi isiNdebele, izwakala ngathi isiShona, but it is not it is totally different to your Zulu, your Sotho, your Xhosa. It's totally different. Futhi nalo muntu uvela ashintshe abe exactly lokho kukhuluma naye, but it's just that it needs somebody who's spiritually gifted to see that. Now bese nina nithi ayi udakiwe lo uyasihlanyela. That is why there are people, when we talk about ithunya, ozothi uma engaphuza nje aworship ukudlula umuntu osoba. But we'll get to that bengila kuMndawe or Mndawe Mnguni. Now, labo gogo laba, guys, unenhlanhla mabayiveze kuwe, like that lady. Unenhlanhla abaveli noma kuphi noma kubani. Uyabona, once abakini base bekuthumele bona, I'm even getting goosebumps. Once abakini sebeqondise kubo, uhlangane ne-stranger nje sivele sibe, you are fortunate. Abaveli noma kuphi noma kanjani. The mistake that people do is think just because u-1 and 2 and 3 endleleni yakho yethu yokuthwasa uyaphuza, nama can do it. Abanye abantu, it's not something natural, it's not something that they do for fun. Yinte ile spirit esikuye that needs that. This person is not even in control. Once in a trance, need a lendo to control this, because the strength of the spirit is overpowering. But I can assure you, yonke into azokutshela yona iqiniso. Now, why did I say these people are linked? Mndawe Mnguni. Why did I say? I spoke about Mnguni. And then I said, and then you'll find these people. Now we're talking about Mndawe. Even with Mndawe, oh Gogo, Labo, the languages that I mentioned, I mentioned 3, but it's a lot, especially African, not South African, but African languages. Abafana no Shona, Abafana. The language is not, and you need to connect dots as they speak, because ba very quick mabakhuluma. Futhi baze bayenza nesihleko. Azahleke nje ayiphendule yena futhi. That is the language that they use. Kube njengomuntu oku-conversation utshela wena, but seemingly there's this third person aku-conversation naye. Yilabo gogo lapho. Ngisho umuntu mayefika emanzini, guys, enalabo gogo masikhuluma ngomndawe, ilanguage yakhe iyashintsha. So not everyone is gifted the Meru Njeti, ngoba ihamba nepalo. Or behavior yalabo bantu labo, it becomes weird. Omunye umuntu ngazusho ukuthi hayi lo uyazenzisa lo nophethe utshwala, o lo phethe lento ayibhemayo. They're not in control, guys. So and once that once ekutshelile whatever that needed to be told, once edlulile, uyabuyela back to her normal being. Futhi uzuzibuza ukuthi hawu seke besoba nini, qedile iphelile. The effect yotshwala iphelile emzimbeni wabo. It's not everybody who's supposed to drink. It's not everybody onedlozi eliphuzayo. It is certain chief spirits and certain guides that needs that. And not everybody is able to control it. Ngalendlela engisho ngayo. Uma ngalo ukuthi wena you don't have lay spirit that I mentioned, mawuphuze nalo onazo, uvela besoba masinyane wena udaka ukudlula kodwa uphuze 2 waphuza 5 yena. Let us understand what we have emizimbeni yethu, or who we carry. It's very important to understand your entourage. Now, if unesithunywa, right, and then kuthola ukuthi Mndawe dominates, if kukuthi okay, if unomndawe and then isithunywa dominates, I'm sorry, kune ndlela efanele lezi zinto zimithane halfway, because le xabene nalokho. So kunezinto ey'fike y'celwe-ke khona efanele bacelwe, because if ku-dominator this one, so that is why abantu, guys, omunye umuntu afika ayithinte into yena because lezi zinto azange zilungiswe kahle, zahlanganisa ahlanye ayenze izinto ezingayenziwa abanye abantu. Now, if ku-dominator, you do have the spirit, right? You do have Mndawe, and then you have isithunywa. You'd mostly find abantu abanesithunywa are approached by old people. I'm going to talk about me as a female. Uma ngale nje umkhulu omdala, yazi umkhulu ungibona ukuthi umkhulu phela lo babami lo ekushela or exoxa nje izinto eziyela le. Uma ngale uthanda abantu wena abantu abangathi, I wouldn't want to say weird, but abantu engathi hey mara kodwa why ngithandwa abantu abanje, why ngithandwa abantu abangcolile, why ngithanda abantu abadakiwe, why ngithandwa abantu who are disabled, why ngithandwa. That is why ngithi zimithana halfway, kodwa kudingeka ukuthi understand. Akekho umuntu othandwa abantu abadala nomuntu othandwa abantu abaphuzayo nabantu mhlambe singathi hey kodwa lo njengomuntu onesithunywa. Yazi uzubona ukuthi kodwa mara is it necessary ke ukuthi ngishelwe nayi lo? You understand? It's funny, but you will not be offended ma understand abantu ohamba nabo. Now with isithunywa, in most cases when you get that attraction, it's mostly that the mixture you have has male spirits, or your entourage has, or your team or your guides, there's male spirits. So that is why in male you'll get that nabogogo, so you will be loved by your gogo nje. Ube nogogo obona kahle ukuthi uyi-girlfriend yakho. We need to understand amandla lento, guys, so that we don't fall, because a lot of people bayayigqoka but abayizwisisi kahle ukuthi yani. Banzima labantu. I want to point this maroon part. Banzima labantu. Usually it would be your third to fourth generation of ogogo. And abekho abantu abahlale babhizi njengalabantu. Abekho abantu abahlale babhizi njengalabantu. I-energy yalo muntu it's fascinating, if ngisho ngesilungu. So ngifuna ukusho ke, guys, ukuthi when you meet a random person oyidakela, sometimes listen carefully. Listen to the language, listen to the tone, listen, mbheke. You'll be amazed abantu bazonisiza, but umuntu uyathunyelwa emuntwini. So uma naive and think ukuthi we live in a world, guys, esisazobona izinto esibesingacabanga ukuthi soyibona. But for us to know where we're going, we need to understand that other world kahle kahle, and we need to understand these callings esikuzo. Akusilo lonke ibhayi mawulifaka mhlambe mawunalawo manje kufanele kuphuze, siwo wonke. So ngesinye isikhathi ukuhlangane nomuntu umbone ukuthi uyaphuza lo muntu bese ubheka into ayigqokile bese uthi lento oyenzayo nalento ayihlangani, uzozilimaza. That is why we've got kids who are called and confused at the same time. So that's what Gogo wanted me to share, guys. The languages are totally different. Language yabalozi basentabeni nabalozi basemanzini still nayo ayifani. I've explained this when I did a video about abalozi. With the water element, I spoke about inkanyamba, I spoke about inzuza, then I spoke about inkosazana. You must be very aware with those spirits in the hierarchy of goddesses, those mystical spirits. And we speak about the unicorn spirit, we speak about the dragon, we speak about the language of the dandelion, we speak about we have got so many gifts and so many elements within us. It's amazing. So when we speak about ama-languages, zonke lezi zinto zinama-languages ahlukile maziza kuwo. But the one thing that I can tell you about water spirits, they are able to change language. Umuntu athi gogo ngiphupha inyoka yazi beyikhuluma gogo. That's not surprising. No, that's not surprising. We look at inyoka the way ngakhona akusiyo yonke inyoka eyisitha. We look at the way inyoka, which snake was it? The color of the snake. With beyithini le nyoka. So that's all I wanted to teach, guys. Let us learn. That's why I advise that don't be too quick to buy ngoba uliphuphile. You need to be told ukuthi elani, uthole incazelo. Don't be too quick to buy beads. Abathi babakubonisile okokuqala bese uyababuza ukuthi ngicela ningitsheleke ukuthi elani limeleni ngizokwazi ukuthi noma ngilithenga ngiliphakamisa I know ukuthi imeleni, and you'll be safe. Thank you so much, guys, and I hope that you've learned something. Should you have a question, then we will discuss it on the comments section. Please subscribe and like my videos. Thank you. Ngiyabonga.